Did you know beneath Egypt's towering pyramids and along the timeless Nile, ancient secrets are still being uncovered? And some of them are truly terrifying, from mysterious protective childbirth tattoos to a massive pit holding a golden mummy. Scientists are struggling to explain these shocking discoveries. What bizarre wonders did they uncover? Stick around to explore the 15 strangest recent finds. Tomb complex in the Saqqara necropolis, stepping back over 3,200 years in time to uncover an ancient treasure trove of secrets. That's exactly what happened at the Saqqara necropolis, where a team of Dutch and Italian archaeologists, working with Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities, discovered a hidden underground tomb complex. So what's the story behind this incredible find? The tomb belongs to a man named Panesi, who was a well-known caretaker of the Amun Temple during Pharaoh Ramses II's reign, around 1250 BCE. The tomb itself is a marvel of ancient architecture, featuring a freestanding temple with stunning details, including a grand entrance, a beautiful colonnaded courtyard, a passage leading to underground burial chambers, and even 3 exquisite chapels. These elements showcase the brilliance and inventiveness of ancient Egyptian society. As the archaeologists ventured deeper into the tomb, they discovered striking images of Panesi and his wife Bear performing sacred rites. One of the most incredible findings is a stone relief depicting the couple seated at an offering table, facing a priest named Pi, who is dressed in a leopard skin cape. The hieroglyphics next to the relief suggest that Pi was likely Panesi's deputy, which gives us a glimpse into Panesi's important role within the temple. But why is this discovery so significant? It opens a fascinating window into Panesi's life, beliefs, and his position in the temple's hierarchy. By studying this tomb complex, we gain valuable insight into the religious rituals and social structures of ancient Egypt. It's a powerful reminder of just how much we can still learn from the past, even after thousands of years. New understanding of mummification. Have you ever wondered if we've been looking at ancient Egyptian mummification all wrong? For centuries, we've been taught that mummification was all about preserving the body after death. But what if that's not the real reason behind this ancient practice? A new exhibition is about to change the way we think about mummification and could completely shift our understanding of ancient Egypt. The Golden Mummies of Egypt exhibition at the University of Manchester's Manchester Museum challenges everything we've believed about mummification. Rather than focusing solely on preserving the body, this exhibition suggests that mummification may have been part of a much bigger spiritual journey. The idea is that the practice wasn't just about physical preservation, but had a deeper connection to the soul's journey to the afterlife. Campbell Price, the museum's curator of Egypt and Sudan, refers to this discovery as a complete 180 in how we understand ancient Egyptian culture and practices. He believes this fresh perspective could completely rewrite history and how we view the significance of mummification. So how did we get it wrong for so long? Victorian researchers with their Western mindset compared the mummification process to preserving fish. But there's a critical difference. Natron, the mineral used in mummification, wasn't just a preservative. Recent studies suggest it might have been a crucial part of a deeper spiritual ritual that focused on preparing the soul for the afterlife, not just preserving the body. This new theory invites us to rethink everything we thought we knew. Full-color, lifelike mummy portraits. What if I told you that archaeologists have just uncovered full-color portraits of mummies? Something that hasn't been done in over 100 years. Sounds unbelievable, right? How could something like this have remained hidden for so long? Well, it's true. These extraordinary portraits, along with other pieces, were found at the Giza excavation site in Fiume, Egypt, an ancient gold mine that's been hiding secrets for centuries. Located about 75 miles southwest of Cairo, this site is surrounded by the ruins of the ancient city of Philadelphia. But why is this city so important? For over 600 years, it was a unique blend of Greek and Egyptian cultures, and now it offers a rare glimpse into the lives of people who lived nearly 2,000 years ago. How could a place with such a rich history have been lost for so long? Thanks to the work of the Austrian Archaeological Institute, we now have a chance to uncover its stories. The portraits discovered at the site show the faces of some of the wealthier members of ancient society. But who were these people, and why were their portraits preserved in such vibrant color? These aren't just sketches or carvings, they're full-color images that bring the ancient world to life in a way we've never seen before. Bassem Gehad, the leader of the excavation, is eager for more discoveries. He says, now we certainly know where they came from, and believes there's much more to come. Hidden chamber in the Great Pyramid. Can you imagine a place that's over 4,500 years old, still hiding secrets? The Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the most iconic structures on Earth, is doing just that. In a groundbreaking 2023 study, an international team of researchers from Egypt, France, and Japan unveiled something incredible: another hidden corridor inside the pyramid. Now, if you're not familiar with the Great Pyramid of Giza, here's a quick overview. It's a massive stone structure built by ancient Egyptians, standing about 18.4 kilometers from Cairo. It's the oldest of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and the only one that's mostly intact. When it was first constructed around 2560 BCE, it stood 146.6 meters tall. But here's the twist. Even after all these years, it's still full of surprises. Since 2015, the renowned Scan Pyramids project has been using advanced, non-invasive tech, like infrared thermography and ultrasound, to explore the pyramid's mysteries. And guess what? They've found a sealed-off corridor right above the pyramid's main entrance. This corridor is 9 meters long and 2 meters wide, but no one knows what it was used for yet. What was its purpose? Why was it hidden away? One possible theory is that this corridor might have been designed to help distribute the weight of the pyramid, keeping it stable and preventing collapse. But here's the big question. What's at the end of it? No one has stepped inside this tunnel for thousands of years, and we still have no idea what lies beyond. The thing is, this discovery could just be the tip of the iceberg. What other hidden mysteries are waiting to be uncovered inside the Great Pyramid of Giza? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this ancient wonder is far from giving up all its secrets. Falcon Shrine's enigma and the cryptic message of boiling heads. Delving into the heart of the ancient Egyptian port city of Berenica, archaeologists have made a startling discovery. A 1,700-year-old Falcon Shrine that's raising more questions than answers. Why? Well, the site is filled with some strange and puzzling clues. Headless falcons, mysterious gods no one's seen before, and a cryptic message carved into stone that simply says, "It is improper to boil a head in here." Wait, what? Imagine this scene, a pedestal holding the remains of 15 headless falcons. Not exactly what you'd expect to find in an ancient shrine. Was this part of a ritual? Sacrifice? And just when things couldn't get weirder, researchers unearthed a 13-inch iron harpoon nearby. What was a harpoon doing in a shrine like this? Could it have been another offering to the gods? Now, let's talk about the gods. The shrine features a stone monument depicting 2 unknown deities. One appears as a goddess wearing a crown with cow horns and a solar disk, while the other has the head of, what else? A falcon. Sound familiar? That falcon-headed figure likely held deep significance in this shrine, but what role did these deities play in the rituals? And who exactly were they? And then there's that odd inscription. It is improper to boil a head in here. What could this possibly mean? The leading theory suggests that the sacrificial falcons may have been boiled to remove their feathers before being offered. But why the removal of heads? Could this have been a symbolic act? To add to the intrigue, researchers identified one deity as Harpocrates of Koptos, a child god often associated with secrecy and silence. However, the identities of the other 2 figures remain a mystery, deepening the puzzle around this shrine. So what are we really looking at here? A place of elaborate offerings, a sacred space with deeply symbolic rituals? And what role did the harpoon play in all this? As archaeologists piece together the story, the Falcon Shrine offers us a fascinating glimpse into the complex and often mysterious religious practices of ancient Egypt. One thing's for sure, this isn't just another dusty ruin. It's a window into rituals that still leave us scratching our heads. Gold ring, featuring the god of fun. The latest discovery out of ancient Egypt is nothing short of dazzling. A 3,300-year-old burial site in the city of Akhetaten, modern-day Amarna, has revealed some truly breathtaking treasures. Among them, a stunning gold ring engraved with the image of bees. Yes, bees, connected to a god known as the god of fun. But what's so special about bees, and why did they earn a place on such precious jewelry? Let's back up. Akhetaten was a city built by Pharaoh Akhenaten, the guy who tried to rewrite Egypt's religious playbook. During his reign, around 1353–1336 BC, he made the sun disk, Aten, the center of worship, shaking up the old polytheistic ways. In this sacred city, archaeologists have uncovered 3 ancient rings. The star of the show is the one featuring the image of bees, but not as you'd expect. Here, the bees are depicted as a dwarf, a fascinating symbol in Egyptian culture. Now, you might be wondering, why bees? Bees weren't just about honey in ancient Egypt. They symbolized joy, celebration, and protection, especially for women during childbirth. Imagine that. An insect we might overlook today was once seen as a divine protector and a bringer of happiness. These gold treasures aren't just stunning examples of ancient craftsmanship. They tell a story. They offer a glimpse into a world where symbols, beliefs, and art were deeply intertwined. Who wore these rings? Were they royalty, priests, or someone special to Pharaoh Akhenaten himself? As archaeologists keep digging, each discovery adds another piece to the puzzle of Akhetaten, a city built to honor the sun and reshape Egypt's beliefs. Remarkable tunnel of Taposiris Magna. Deep beneath the ancient temple of Osiris, the god of death, archaeologists in Egypt have made a discovery that seems almost unbelievable. For centuries, a massive underground tunnel lay hidden, and now it has been unearthed, one that could change everything we know about ancient engineering. How did such an impressive structure go unnoticed for so long, and what does it tell us about the ancient world? Kathleen Martinez, an archaeologist from the University of Santo Domingo, is the one who uncovered this astonishing tunnel at Taposiris Magna. This site, located just to the west of the ancient city of Alexandria, is now the focus of a groundbreaking excavation. The tunnel itself is nothing short of remarkable, standing at 6.5 feet tall and stretching an incredible 4,300 feet long. Lying about 43 feet below the surface, this tunnel is not just another discovery. It is a true engineering marvel that defies modern expectations. The Egyptian Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities has referred to it as a geometric miracle because of its impressive precision. The meticulous construction of the tunnel raises questions about the advanced engineering knowledge possessed by ancient Egyptians, suggesting they may have had far more sophisticated techniques than we previously imagined. But that's not all. What makes this discovery even more intriguing is that part of the tunnel is submerged underwater. Experts believe that earthquakes between 320 and 1330 CE could have caused this section of the tunnel to sink beneath the surface. Could these seismic events have also been responsible for the collapse of the temple that once stood above the tunnel, hiding its secrets for centuries? The possibility that an earthquake played a role in concealing this treasure for so long adds a layer of mystery to an already astonishing find. The design of the Taposiris Magna tunnel is strikingly similar to the Eupalinos tunnel in Greece, an ancient engineering masterpiece. The similarities in construction are no coincidence. The Eupalinos tunnel, which dates back to the 6th century BCE, was a highly advanced feat of engineering for its time. Could the ancient Egyptians have been influenced by such innovations, or did they develop their own methods independently? Regardless, this discovery suggests that ancient Egyptian engineering was more advanced than we ever realized, and this tunnel could be evidence of an even more sophisticated understanding of architecture and construction than we've known. Egypt's oldest and most complete golden mummy. In a tomb near Cairo, archaeologists have uncovered what might be the most perfectly preserved mummy ever found, one that dates back over 4,000 years. And this isn't just any mummy. It's believed to be the remains of a man named Hekashepes, whose tomb was found in a site that was once home to Egypt's powerful 5th and 6th dynasties. Around 2500 BC to 2100 BC, Zahi Hawass, Egypt's former Minister of Antiquities, was on the scene to announce this remarkable find. In a briefing at the excavation site, he recalled the moment he first saw the mummy. "I put my head inside to see what was inside the sarcophagus, and what I found was breathtaking. A beautifully preserved mummy of a man, completely adorned in layers of gold," Hawass said. "This extraordinary level of preservation is unlike anything we've seen before." The mummy was discovered at the base of a 49-foot shaft near the Step Pyramid at Saqqara, one of Egypt's most significant and historic archaeological sites. Saqqara is not only known for its pyramids, but is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site, celebrated for its architectural beauty and historical importance. Situated in Memphis, the original capital of ancient Egypt, Saqqara continues to reveal the secrets of Egypt's rich past. This incredible find opens up new questions about ancient Egypt's dynasties. What can this perfectly preserved mummy teach us about life thousands of years ago? Protective childbirth tattoos. Lower back tattoos might feel like a trend born in the early 2000s, thanks to pop culture and low-rise jeans. But guess what? Ancient Egyptians beat us to it by over 3,000 years. Yep, archaeologists studying mummified remains have found proof that tattoos on women's lower backs were already a thing in ancient Egypt. So, what's the story behind these surprising ink discoveries? At least 6 tattooed women were uncovered at Deir el-Medina, an ancient Egyptian village. But finding tattoos on mummies isn't exactly easy. According to bioarchaeologist Anne Austin from the University of Missouri St. Louis, it's extremely rare to find preserved and visible skin on mummified bodies. Why? Often it's only when looters disturb these remains that parts of the skin get exposed, revealing secrets that might have otherwise stayed hidden. When researchers took a closer look at the preserved skin, they noticed something fascinating: dark, symmetrical patterns forming what would have been a lower back tattoo. Alongside horizontal lines, there were images of bees and a bowl. But these weren't just pretty designs. In ancient Egyptian culture, such imagery was deeply symbolic, connected to ritual purification, particularly for women after childbirth. So what did these tattoos mean? Researchers believe the tattoos, along with artifacts and texts from the New Kingdom period, were visual markers tied to women's roles in society. These women might have been seen as mothers, midwives, pregnant individuals, or participants in postpartum rituals aimed at protecting both the mother and child. It's amazing to think about, isn't it? These tattoos weren't just for decoration, they held meaning, symbolizing protection, motherhood, and even sexuality. They were likely part of sacred rituals that highlight just how central women were to family, childbirth, and societal traditions. So next time someone mentions lower back tattoos as a modern trend, you'll know better. Masterpiece of avian elegance. In Egypt, what's so special about a 3,300-year-old painting of birds? A lot more than you'd think. Recently discovered, this breathtaking artwork shows birds, some in flight, others at rest, within a lush marsh. But here's the kicker: the level of detail is so precise that modern researchers can actually identify the bird species painted by these incredibly skilled artisans. Now, why would ancient Egyptians care so much about birds that they dedicate such time and artistry to depicting them? The answer might surprise you. Birds weren't just part of the scenery. They held deep symbolic and spiritual meaning in Egyptian culture. So what's the story behind these feathered friends? In ancient Egypt, certain birds were believed to be connected to the divine. Some species were linked to specific gods, serving as messengers or symbols of their power. Think of how the ibis represented Thoth, the god of wisdom, or how falcons were tied to Horus, the sky god. But there's more. Birds weren't just symbols of the gods. They also represented rebirth and the afterlife. Egyptian mythology often associated marshlands, like the one in this painting, with creation, renewal, and the cyclical nature of life and death. This artwork is more than just a beautiful painting. It's a snapshot of the ancient Egyptian worldview. It combines elements of religion, nature, and symbolism into a masterpiece that still resonates over 3,000 years later. Mataria Sun Temple. In the heart of Egypt, a new discovery is shedding light on one of the ancient world's most powerful religious centers. Archaeologists, working as part of a collaborative German-Egyptian mission, have uncovered fresh revelations at the Mataria Sun Temple, located in the ancient city of Heliopolis near Cairo. Heliopolis, known as the City of the Sun, is one of ancient Egypt's oldest cities, dating back to the pre-dynastic period. It was the primary cult center for the sun god Atum, who would later be associated with Ra and Horus. During the 30th dynasty, the ruler Nectanebo I built a sun temple here, dedicating it to this powerful solar deity. The recent excavations have revealed remarkable findings. Among them, remnants of flooring made from white ash and structures crafted from mud brick give us a glimpse into the architectural ingenuity of the era. But the discoveries don't stop there. Quartzite stones from the reign of Horemheb, the last pharaoh of the 18th dynasty, have been uncovered, along with stonework attributed to Psamtik II, a ruler of the 26th dynasty. Other significant finds include sections of limestone flooring, an as-yet unidentified royal statue, and even the base of a statue believed to belong to King Ramses II. To top it off, a substantial inscription etched into pink granite has also been revealed, offering a deeper connection to the temple's rich historical narrative. These discoveries offer a clearer understanding of the Sun Temple's role in ancient Egypt's religious and architectural history, enriching our knowledge of the past and the powerful deities worshipped in this sacred space. Embalming Workshops. In the earliest burial ground of Saqqara, an extraordinary finding has shed light on the hidden secrets of Egyptian embalming practices. For centuries, scholars speculated about the substances used in the mummification process, but thanks to recent molecular analysis, we now have a clearer picture. During excavations in 2016, archaeologists uncovered a subterranean embalming workshop that was active during the 7th and 6th centuries BC. From this site, 121 vessels were recovered, offering a detailed look into the materials used by ancient Egyptian embalmers. These vessels contained the key ingredients that were essential for preserving the deceased, from post-mortem anointments to shielding the body from decay. The substances found include plant oils like juniper, cypress, and cedar, as well as resins from pistachio trees, animal fat, and beeswax. These ingredients served a variety of purposes. Some helped mask the unpleasant odors of death, while others played a crucial role in protecting the body for the afterlife. Salima Ikram, an independent researcher, explains that the Egyptians' goal was to provide a permanent home for the souls of both humans and animals through preservation. The complex mummification process, lasting about 70 days, was believed to help elevate the soul from earthly existence into the divine realm. Whispers of the afterlife. Golden tongues. In the necropolis of Kirwaisna, why would the ancient Egyptians replace a person's tongue with gold? What could this strange ritual mean? Buried deep within the tombs, mummies have been found with something truly bizarre: tongues made of gold. These mummies, dating back between 300 BCE and 640 CE, reveal a fascinating and mysterious practice. During the embalming process, the tongues of the deceased were carefully replaced with thin pieces of gold foil, shaped to look just like a human tongue. Sounds strange, right? But in ancient Egyptian mythology, there's a powerful reason behind this ritual. According to Egyptian beliefs, the dead had to stand before Osiris, the god of the underworld, to be judged. Their very souls would be weighed, and they'd need to defend themselves, perhaps even plead their case to prove their worth. That golden tongue, it might have ensured that their voices could be heard clearly, allowing them to speak in the divine court of Osiris. Without it, would their words or their essence simply be lost? The craftsmanship here is mind-blowing. Despite the poor preservation of many of these mummies, the golden tongues remain as silent witnesses to ancient funerary practices. They highlight the extraordinary care Egyptians took to prepare their loved ones for the journey beyond death. But this discovery also raises some intriguing questions. Why tongues specifically? Were these golden replacements reserved for only certain individuals, or was it a common ritual? Did the Egyptians believe that gold, considered the flesh of the gods, gave the dead a divine voice in the afterlife? The mummies of Quesna offer more than just glimpses into the past. They whisper forgotten stories of a civilization obsessed with the afterlife. Tomb of an unknown queen. Can you believe we're still uncovering secrets from ancient Egypt, even 100 years after King Tut's tomb was found? This time, the excitement is happening in Saqqara, just outside of Cairo. Archaeologists have stumbled upon an incredible discovery. Nearly 300 coffins dating back to the New Kingdom. But that's not all. Right in the middle of this find, a mysterious pyramid has emerged, revealing a queen whose identity has remained hidden until now. So who is this forgotten queen? The name Queen Neith has suddenly taken center stage, rewriting what we thought we knew about Egyptian history. But how could such an important figure vanish from the records for so long? Her story was brought to light through a spectacular coffin, one that features a solid gold mask belonging to a woman named Neith. It's a discovery that has left historians and Egyptologists, including the famous Zahi Hawass, absolutely stunned. Now, what makes these coffins even more fascinating are the intricate details on each one. They're covered with scenes from the Book of the Dead, a sacred funerary text meant to guide souls through the afterlife. And guarding the organs of the deceased, the 4 sons of Horus, figures believed to protect the body in the next world. But why was Queen Neith's pyramid and these treasures buried here, hidden for centuries? Saqqara, already one of the most mysterious archaeological sites in Egypt, just keeps delivering surprises. This ancient burial ground is like an endless treasure chest of secrets. Temple dedicated to the deity, ZeusCasos. Hold on to your seats because an incredible discovery has just been made in Egypt. Archaeologists have uncovered the remains of a temple dedicated to Zeus in the Sinai Peninsula, a site that blends ancient Greek mythology with local traditions in a truly unique way. So what's the story behind this temple? This sacred sanctuary, which honors ZeusCasos, is a fascinating fusion of the mighty Greek god, Zeus, and the revered Mount Casios. The temple is nestled on the slopes of Jebel Akra, a mountain that has long been steeped in history and mythology. The mountain itself is not just a natural landmark, it plays a central role in ancient tales, particularly the legend of Zeus's cosmic battle against the monstrous Typhon. According to myth, it was on this very site that Zeus, wielding his iconic lightning bolt, clashed with the terrifying Typhon in a fight for dominance over the heavens. In the end, Zeus triumphed, and this epic battle became one of the most memorable stories in Greek mythology. Today, Jebel Akra, also known as Mount Casios, still carries an air of mystery and power. The mountain is often shrouded in thunderstorms, adding to its mystique and reinforcing its sacred significance in various ancient traditions. Judith Sudilovsky, writing for the Jerusalem Post, beautifully describes the combination of the deity and the mountain as a perfect example of religious multiculturalism in antiquity. It shows how different cultures blended their beliefs over time, especially in places like this, where Greek and local traditions intersected. It's a fascinating glimpse into how ancient civilizations integrated their gods and landscapes in the most unique ways. Now let's talk about the discovery itself. Recently, Egypt's Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities announced that excavations led by the Antiquities Council uncovered the long-lost remains of the ZeusCasos Temple. This find is a monumental step in understanding ancient worship in this region. Mustafa Waziri, the Secretary General of the Antiquities Council, confirmed the identification of the temple through the discovery of 2 massive pink granite pillars. These imposing pillars, along with remnants of an entrance gate, have been dated back to an ancient period, though experts believe they may have fallen during an earthquake that struck the area centuries ago. But that's not all. Archaeologists also unearthed a collection of granite blocks that are thought to be the remnants of a staircase that once led worshippers up to this celestial sanctuary. This staircase would have been a key feature in the temple, guiding pilgrims as they ascended to what was believed to be a divine space, a meeting point between the gods and the earth. This rediscovery of the temple isn't just an archaeological win. It's a deeper understanding of how gods, mountains, and nature came together in ancient traditions. The site offers a rare look at how ancient civilizations worshipped, with divine forces and earthly realms blending seamlessly in one sacred location. It's a reminder of the complexity of religious life in antiquity, where the physical world and the supernatural were often seen as interconnected. What do you think about these discoveries? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-blowing mysteries. See you in the next video.